Will Quant token costs ultimately for the most part reach $5,000? On the off chance that indeed, when, which is very huge. All things considered, in the wake of developing its worth by most certainly over 1,600% in the very most recent a year, and demonstrating its versatility, crypto examiners basically are sure that Quant by and large symbolic costs will rise pretty further and perhaps reach $5,000 before 2030. Exceptionally as opposed to prevalent thinking, they accept that Quant genuinely token is still in value disclosure and that moves up to its organization, a recuperating crypto market, and developing interest for an interoperable crypto refrain will drive up its costs for the truly next kind of couple of years. Around September 2021, when Quant was mobilizing and setting its by and large current all-time high of $428, most of gauges in every practical sense had anticipated that it should ascend to $1,000 in truly mid-2022 and really reach $5,000 in 5 years, or so they especially thought. However, an unexpected auction in December and an unmistakable takeover of the crypto market by generally bears for the most part of constrained experts and financial backers to redraw Quant's normal future value activity and think of new figures in a significant manner. In this way, when in a real sense do these examiners in every practical sense accept Quant can reach $5,000, and what happens when it does in a very large manner? Allow us to respond to these inquiries beneath and in every practical sense. Look at in the event that Quant in a real sense is a very decent beautiful long-haul speculation, which generally is genuinely huge. At the point when will Quant QNT tokens in every practical sense reach $5,000 in a very significant way? There really is a truly overpowering degree of certainty among crypto specialists and financial backers that Quant essentially token costs will generally keep ascending within a reasonable time frame and that they fundamentally reach $5,000 before the turn of the 10 years, which most certainly is very huge. Like most other exceptionally creative crypto advances, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum, Quant especially was in hatching for its initial 2 years of activity, which is genuinely critical. Specialists presently in every practical sense accept that QNT tokens explicitly have just generally left on value revelation and that their worth will generally take off to phenomenal levels in the exceptionally next sort of couple of years. Similarly as with comparative fundamentally progressive digital forms of money like BTC and ETH in a significant manner, various specialists and financial backers, in any case, truly have differed assessments of when they essentially anticipate that the Quant certainly token should reach $5,000. However, practically all truly concur it will just generally arrive in the especially last 50% of the 10 years. Sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking, specialized investigators at cryptocurrency prediction, for example, in a real sense, are ridiculously hopeful about Quant's bounce back and future cost execution, or so they essentially thought. They essentially are certain the QNT in every practical sense token will transcend its truly current all-time in every way that really matters high in the last part of 2022 and rally on to reach $5,000 by January 2030 in a kind of enormous manner. Intellectuals at Prediciton.net by and large have one of the most hopeful perspectives about Quant token's future presentation, which certainly is genuinely huge. As a matter of fact, they for the most part are one of the by and large couple of forecasters who for the most part accept QNT essentially token can reach $10,000 in the following 10 years amazingly. In any case, prior to arriving, they anticipate that the 61st most significant digital currency should in a real sense reach $5,000 in mid-2030, or so they truly thought. At technewsleader.com, crypto specialists generally are similarly sure about a bullish Quant especially token future in an unobtrusive manner. They especially discuss the token's enormous in every practical sense potential for future worth addition, achieved by moves up to the Overledger organization and coordinated efforts with both on and off-chain establishments, a recuperating market, as well as expanded use case and interest for QNT tokens, or so they thought. Here, they generally anticipate that Quant token should really reach $5,000 in mid-2031, which certainly is genuinely huge. Crypto maestros at Truly are likewise hugely bullish about Quant token's future presentation in a really significant manner. Their examination shows that QNT will generally generally tier over its exceptionally current path in the principal half of 2022 and ascend as commonly high as $1,220 toward the finish of 2025 as opposed to prevalent thinking. By 2030, They really show that QNT kind of symbolic costs will in all probability sway somewhere in the range of $7,700 and $9,800, which says that they sort of anticipate that Quant should in every practical sense break above $5,000, eventually somewhere in the range of 2025 and 2030, which truly is very critical. What will generally happen when Quant QNT really token scopes $5,000 in a kind of enormous manner? At the point when Quant genuinely token costs in the end reach $5,000, there will generally be in every practical sense a few perceptible changes to its organization and the altcoin situation in the crypto circle, which essentially is very huge. Given the genuinely progressive power held by its overledger working framework, you can likewise generally anticipate that the effect of these progressions should resonate and be basically felt all through the cryptoverse. Here are a portion of the things that we especially accept will generally happen when the QNT token at last in every practical sense comes to $5,000. Its market cap will detonate. One of the most recognizable changes to the Quant organization when QNT especially token costs reach $5,000 will be its blown market capitalization and advanced position on CoinMarketCap's exceptionally positioning of important computerized resources, which generally is genuinely huge. With a greatest sort of symbolic stockpile of 14 million, this per genuinely token valuation will push the organization's market capitalization above $70 billion, conceivably procuring it a spot among the 20 most important crypto resources, which in a real sense is genuinely critical, surpass rivalry and for the most part overwhelm the interoperability circle. Quant has through its overledger operating system situated itself as the essentially better in a real sense ride for any on or off-chain brand pursuing interoperability in a significant manner. The reality it doesn't need confounded scaffolds to in every practical sense accomplish the subtle however exceedingly significant interoperability for the cryptoverse will truly assist it with in a real sense, drawing in all things considered, more accomplices and engineers for the different multi-chain dApps, or so they truly thought. This will especially assist it with by and large surpassing the opposition and most certainly rule the race towards working with an interoperable crypto world, in spite of prevalent thinking. Draw in all things considered, more financial backers. Assuming that you are purchasing QNT tokens today, you in a real sense have currently especially missed developing fundamentally your speculation by an extraordinary 66,000%. Be that as it may, you still explicitly get an opportunity of being essential for the 6,800% addition on the off chance that QNT's cost blows above $10K in the following 10 years. This kind of potential for gigantic future acquires is supposed to ignite an extraordinary FOMO that will be perhaps of the best impetus in driving QNT truly token costs even to record highs over the in every practical sense next lovely few years, which is very critical. In any case, in getting to $5,000, Quant token costs first need to commonly cross above $1,000 by and large as opposed to